Here we go. We're getting our money right while on lockdown, but we were actually allowed to leave the house today. So what's good, everybody? It's Carpet Mike here from CarpetExpertBlueprint.com, starting my day with my $5 a day on average investment in the Robinhood app. And if you wanted to use Robinhood to test some stock buying skills, you can do so with the link below and get a free stock. So first things first, I'm buying a little bit of Aquin at about, I think I averaged out about 60 cents a share was all said and done. So we're just picking up 5 shares there, little tiny bet. And for those of you that don't know, Aquin was a big player in the subprime mortgage industry back in the day. You know how I know? Because they were a lender of mine when I was getting down in the subprime real estate game back in the day. So we're going to go ahead and scroll through some of my holdings here, see what else we got. What could we place a little tiny bet on today and see if we can make a couple dollars before the end of the week. Even a couple, a little bit of loose change. Let's see, GoPro 245. We'll buy one of those too. Why not? Let's see here. One, boom. We're going to go ahead and pick that up. Great. We spent about $5.50 roughly today on our average $5 a day investment. Like I said, if you are in the position that you can go ahead and invest as little as $5 a day, you may want to consider doing this while the market's still down. If you're trying to just get by, keep things afloat, take care of your family, now is not the time for this. Just take care of your family and figure out how to get your hustle on. I'll be sharing other strategies you can use. But let's dive into the content. So technically in Ohio, contractors are allowed to work still that are deemed essential. Believe it or not, flooring is deemed essential. Now, we could all argue that, but I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to respect the law. I'm going to show up extra safe in my clients' houses, doused in hand sanitizer with a face mask on, rubber gloves, and ready to rock. Because, hey, everybody can't go to the gym anymore, so fitness rooms are booming. Everybody needs their home gym because, hey, if I can't leave the house and go to the gym, I need to work out at home. So we're using the undercut saw. We undercut the jams there, and these clients, they are some high-end people. They don't want to see a scuff anywhere, and unfortunately, rubber floor scuffs everything with ease. Not so much that it scuffs and damages it, but the second it touches anything, it leaves like a black residue mark on it. So the cure-all for that is Magic Erasers. Yo, Mr. Clean, Magic Eraser, you might want to sponsor this show. I'm going to shout you out on this. Anyway, you cannot take your time enough when you got to make these cuts perfect. And actually, we do not sell these jobs. There's a big fitness supply company here, and they're probably one of the only other stores we do work for just installing these rubber gyms. And their sales team, which are phenomenal salespeople, they're beasts at closing deals. They never sell the client on the quarter round factor. And if they did that, it would make our life much easier. We might have to have a meeting and let them know, hey, sell quarter round to get a nicer finish. So we're going to go ahead and finish undercutting all the door jams here, taking our time unrolling these pieces, which seemed like forever. This was actually 2 4x18 pieces here. You get $2 a square foot to install the stuff. Took us, being completely real, almost 3 hours just to get these 2 pieces down and perfect. But hey, that's what you got to do, in these times of uncertainty, and you got to take some jobs you may not want to and get out of the house. That's just what we're going to do right now. So we're taking our time, cutting everything down. Oh my gosh, my boxers are hanging out. That ain't like me. I'm better than that. Am I becoming the old contractor that lets his butt hang out? I hope not. I'm glad that was brought to my attention. I will be more aware so we don't let that happen again in the future. But fortunately, the baseboards were raised a little bit in most areas, so I was able to work a tuck under there. And where I couldn't tuck it, I actually did like an angle cut on the rubber floor there. So I was able to kind of angle it and just tuck it very nice and neatly under there without having to try and cut it perfect. Because when you try to cut it perfect, it's just all bad. So cutting around these little fine-tuned areas here. Funny thing is, the way this job came about, the clients were out of town on vacation. This was like a month ago. They were doing a full renovation of kitchens, bathrooms, all that stuff. The plumber on a Friday installed water lines, did not cap one of them, turned the water on before he split, and the water dripped down into the basement 4 days straight. It was a slow drip, thankfully. It wasn't like gushing water, but enough to damage the walls, damage the flooring, and get them a new rubber floor, a new carpet job in their theater room, and continued work on the kitchen there. So sometimes bad things lead to good things for people. You got to look at the upside on everything. Hey, yeah, you came home to a soaked basement, but you just got a new fitness room. That's pretty dope there. So as far as tips and tricks on installing this stuff, I wish I had some really fancy strategies for you, but the reality of it is really sharp blades. Don't be afraid to change your blades with the quickness and just take your time. Cut it a little bit, cut it a little bit more, then cut it a little bit more till it fits perfect. And this glue, wow. like spreading tar. It almost is tar, but it's not. And just once it's down, it's done. It ain't coming back up. Razor scrapers for real. So yeah, basically a flat trowel, or if you're a hood like us, you could just go ahead and use a piece of the rubber flooring, smear it around nice and thin, drop it in, and that stuff will not come up. That's all there is to it. We're going to finish cutting in our last few corners here, which felt like an eternity to get done. But once again, if it wasn't cut right, these clients were not going to be having it. So we just trim, good. What was dope about this, whoever did the carpet in the other room, they set a vinyl T-cap for us, left the T out, or the vinyl piece out, so we could set, we're all said and done. They're like, if we put this in, these guys go to pull it out, it's going to pull the track and everything with it. I was like, boom, somebody knows what they're talking about. I'm all about that. So we just went ahead and filled that little doorway. Go ahead, put some little glue down in there. Drop that piece in. All right, life is looking good. I'm putting a little shims between the metal and that just to make sure it's pinched in nice and tight. I'm going to go ahead and drop that vinyl cap in there, and biggity bam, client's happy, we're happy. It was another great day. I'm going to be sharing more strategies over here, though, for those of you that are on lockdown. If I can't at least bring a smile to you and entertain you, I hope to show you how to put some money in your pocket while you're holding down the fort, waiting to be released and getting back out to stretching that rug. Comment below with any questions. I appreciate your time. Connecting and hanging out with me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video.